All right, hello everybody, coming to you on a Friday morning from quarantine here. I have a question from Sarah Berry. Sarah would like to know, what is my favorite Shel Silverstein poem? Sarah, thank you for that question. We appreciate that question from you. For everybody else watching, I'd like everybody to know that Sarah Berry, even though she is an above average human being, it is important to remember that she did not wish me a happy birthday this year. So everybody, please keep that in mind as we go forward. Okay, so let's get right to it. What is the very best Shel Silverstein poem? This is a question that I got a couple of days ago. I've been struggling with. I went to the bookshelf to see what we had, and I think that we have all of the pedigree books done by Shel Silverstein. I think the one that I'm missing, that I wish that I had, or I wish I could take a look at, is A Light in the Attic. But we're looking at here Where the Sidewalk Ends. We're also going to be looking at Falling Up. And even though this is not one of his books, if you do not get a little misty right up here whenever you read The Giving Tree to your kids, there's something wrong with you. All right. So, like all artists, Shel Silverstein's early work is superior to all of the rest. Okay, I don't think this is my opinion. I think this is a fact. I think this is undisputed. I think that Where the Sidewalk Ends is just an absolute classic. So we have to now pull from here, what are the three best poems out of this? And I'm going to start off, and I think we have here an underrated poem by Shel Silverstein, and this is going to be Invitation. This is actually the first one in the book, where it starts off, if you're a dreamer, come in. If you're a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, come in. And I skipped some of that. The reason that I like that, okay, is that I like dreamers. Okay? I like people who strive for whatever it is that they're looking for. If you're a hoper, a wisher, whatever that may be, you're always welcome at my place. I like that. I think it's an underrated poem, but I think it's an important poem. Next, okay, is going to be, of course, the classic poem Sick, where it starts off, I cannot go to school today, said little Peggy Ann McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. Beautiful. There is not any one of us, okay, that has not thought about this poem, or at least felt like this poem in our entire life. And I think this is interesting now with the quarantine, okay, that we would make any excuse that we have right now to get out of the house rather than to stay in the house. But as I look at this, and as I think about this, I wonder how long until we forget how we feel right now about being stuck in the house, until we go back to making any excuse that we possibly can not to leave the house or not to do whatever it is that we have waiting for us on the outside. So, Sick by Shel Silverstein, you can find that on page 59. That comes in at number 2 for me. And then finally, number 1 for me is going to be The Crocodile's Toothache. The Crocodile's Toothache. We all know this. Beautiful, fantastic poem. And bonus points for this, for actually having probably the nicest spread, the nicest layout with the nicest art in this book. And The Crocodile's Toothache, as we all know, is about a dentist that is pulling out teeth from a crocodile. And this reminds me about being in law school. My brother, he went to dental school. He went to the University of Michigan Dental School. I went a little bit south to Ohio Northern University. And this reminds me of about driving up to see him, hanging out with his dental school buddies. And when you hang out with a group of dentists or a group of dental school students, it was so foreign to me, because they would all sit around in a circle and they would listen to each other and they would respect each other's opinions, rather than hanging out with a bunch of law students who couldn't wait to tell the other person how wrong they were, or to talk over them, or something like that. So I'll finish up for right now. Appreciate the question. These are my top 3 poems, going to be Invitation, Sick, and The Crocodile's Toothache. Take care, everybody.